Here's a brief overview of the Statistics Math 12567 course. We'll take a look at Blackboard, and we'll also take a look at XYZ homework. As we take a look at Blackboard, we only use Blackboard as a course shell. All of the assignments are in this XYZ homework link. But as we take a look at Blackboard, you notice there is an announcements page, and on this announcements page you can find the course ID. You can also find some helpful videos. There is an instructor information tab, which has my information. I'm your instructor, Professor Diallo Cummings. Here's my email, phone number, office location, as well as my office hours. Next, we have the syllabus link, and this is the syllabus for our course, Math 120. This is a 3 credit hour transfer level math course. We have a course description, and I won't read through this entirety. I just want to guide you in the direction on where to find this. There's some ATC policies and procedures. There's a critical thinking definition. You won't actually be tested on this or anything, but we do have a QEP, a quality enhancement program, and there's some critical thinking student learning outcomes, and these are the outcomes you're going to learn as going through this course. There is a standard attendance policy. Being that this is an online course, I do recommend that you log in at least once every week. There's a students with disabilities policy. There's an academic dishonesty policy. There's also an academic integrity pledge. There's a place for you to sign and date, but you don't have to physically sign and date and return this to me. By you registering for the course, you acknowledge all the policies, procedures, and pledges there in this document. So at your leisure, please take some time to review the syllabus. Next, we'll take a look at the addendum link. And the addendum link tells you how your grade is determined, and it also gives the expectations of you as a student in this course. So once again, this is Statistics Math 120. Here's my information once again. The required materials are an XYZ access code and a graphing calculator. The graphing calculators we prefer to any of the TI 84, 84 Plus, Inspire, any one of the Texas Instruments brand of calculators. Next, we'll take a look at the grading policy. And there's just 4 categories. There's homework, which is weighted at 20%. The homework is open all semester long. We have quizzes, which are weighted at 20%. They're also open all semester long. We have the tests, which are 35%, and we have the anticipated test dates. Any test that's taken after the due date will incur a 10% penalty. The homework and quizzes are open all semester long, but if you take the test after the test due date, there is a 10% penalty. And the tests are worth 35% of the final grade. And then lastly, we have the final exam. The final exam is worth 25% of your final grade, and that final exam will be on Friday, December the 9th. There are no final exam exemptions. Everyone must take the final. And then lastly, there is a 10-point grading scale. Next, there is a lecture notes link. And these just has some additional notes that you may or may not want to look at, but I'll show you how you can actually find the lectures for the course. But those notes are found in Blackboard. Okay, now we'll take a look at XYZ. So I'm going to access the Math 120 course, and here is our layout. So when you first log in, there are some links at the top, and there are some links along this side. I'm going to put this in student view. Okay, this is the view that you're actually going to see. We have a messages link if you want to send a message to myself or anyone in the course. There's a forum links, and this is just a link. We don't actually use forums in this course. There is a calendar view, which you can actually see the calendar view here. The only thing that's really on the calendar view are the module test due dates and the final exam due date. There's also a grade book section. And if we scroll down, there's a handout or a tutorial on, there's some written information on how to access your assignments, but we're going to look at that manually. Okay, there's also a student discount code. If you are buying it through the XYZ homework site, there is a code. There's a class resources tab, and in the class resources tab, you can find additional class documents. You can also find some helpful calculator videos. So how you are going to proceed through the course, once you click on the drop down, all of the assignments are basically in the drop down. So for module 1, the very first link that you see, this is the actual homework link. Even though it says 8/24/2022, this homework will remain all semester long until the last day of class and final exam, which is December the 9th. Next, you'll see a class lecture. So where you see class lecture, lesson, these are actually the lectures you're going to watch for that section. There's also some recommended textbook reading. So you'll go through all of the homework sections. You'll look at all of the homework. Lecture videos. Now, some of the lecture videos are in 2 parts. Some of them are in 1 part, but there is a video lecture for every section. You'll take the module 1, or you'll take the quiz. Keep in mind that the quizzes are open all semester long. However, I would advise you to take the quiz before you take the test. The quizzes act as study guides for the test, although the quizzes are open all semester long. You'll have 3 attempts at every question, but there's only 1 attempt at the quiz. And lastly, we have the test for this module. The test for this module is set for 9/21, and if taken after if taken after 9/21, there will be a 10% penalty. You'll complete all 4 modules, then you'll proceed to take the final exam. There is a final exam review, and it acts as a study guide for the final exam. And then we have our final exam, which is December the 9th.